I'm talking to Alana Barber, who was third today, but third's better than it sounds because in her case it was a New Zealand record. Tell me a bit about your time and your new record.
Well, I did an hour 32:52, I believe, which is 8 seconds off the Olympic, under the Olympic B standard for New Zealand. So that was the most important thing that I could get out of today's race, was just getting under 1 hour 33. So yeah, I couldn't be happier. It's New Zealand record, it's a PB and it's Olympic B standard. And I still had, 7 seconds that I could have slowed down somewhere. So, but yeah.
Fantastic. Now, what was your first 10K and how even was the race? Did you die a bit or do you feel you got a bit more in reserve to pick up in that second half? How did it go?
I think I was fairly even. I knew that I needed to do 4:38 pace, or under 4:39 to get under 1 hour 33. And I was there was some laps that were a bit slower. And to be honest, it just got to a point in the race where I was so tired and I just had to get there as fast as I could. Like with 3 laps to go, I didn't know how far I was away from the standard. But Evan, he passed me on the with a 3K to go, and he was like, "Look, I'm doing 4:30. Stick with me." And I was like, "Okay, 4:30s will guarantee me to get under the time I want to do." But I couldn't stick with him. It was too fast. So that was quite hard. Because then I was like, well, if he's going 4:30 and I can't keep up with him, how slow am I going? But yeah, it worked out.
Now, I remember you coming over for a little Oceania 20K in Hobart about 5 or 6 years ago and doing about 1:56 or 1:57. How have you improved so much over 20 minutes in a relatively short time?
By spending time in Australia and training with Australians. And also the coaches over here are amazing, the support's amazing. I think being in a good environment is so important. When you're with good people, that just pushes you up to go faster. So I'm really thrilled to be training with Regan here in Melbourne, and coached by Brent, who's amazing. So I feel really positive about the Olympics next year. Yeah.
And I mean, look, you couldn't get a better place at the moment in Victoria with the number of walkers they've got, especially with Regan, because, you both live close to each other and you're doing plenty of work together.
Yeah, Regan just can't bugger off to Canberra. That's the only problem.